Hey guys, here we are at Sebring, and I just want to show you a short clip of us passing a multi-class car, explain what we did wrong and how we could have done it better. Now let's get on to the clip. Okay, now let's break that down. So, you may wonder why I started so far back, and the reason I'm starting back here is because on this straight, we're pretty far back and we're not going to be able to overtake this car into this corner. It's pretty clear at this point. And so what's in my head is, let's get a really good exit from this corner, just that way we'll be able to be as close as possible to this car for the next straight. And going into this corner, while we don't really overshoot the corner and we don't lock up, we miss the apex on the curb. And so by missing that, we get a bit of a hindered exit. And so the fact that we're only focusing on our corner, not focusing on the car ahead, we should be able to nail the apex. Again, other than the slow understeer we might get, I still feel like that loss did prevent us a little bit from getting a better exit and just being more sure that we'd be able to get this pass done. So going on to the straight, one thing that I notice is already here we're pulling out to make that move. However, if we just stayed a bit further left through this left-hander, we wouldn't have taken as far of a line. Again, this braking zone is on this straight. It's not on this curve. So if we're going to make that move, we should stay right behind this car through this left-hander, stay as close as possible, and then go out wide. Why we decide going out wide on this left-hander is really odd to me. So first of all, missing that apex, going wide, and then at this point, again, where are we braking? We're alongside this car. It's a slower class car. It's an LMP2 versus this LMDH. We're just about alongside. We should be able to make this pass, and instead we back out of it since we think we're not alongside enough. Good thing because he turned in on us and we checked up, so good to avoid any collision. But I would say if we feel that we're not alongside enough, we should go back in line and stay behind this car instead of having this car cut back in on us and having a worse approach to this corner. So if you think you're not going to be able to make the pass, you should go back behind this car. That way you can stay behind him and be close to him for the next corner instead of being hindered like this. If we think we could have made the move, again, even in this situation, just brake a bit deeper, make sure you get fully alongside, and then you're on the racing line for this corner. He's pushed a bit wide. So, again, he should have either chose to commit by braking a bit later into that corner, and one thing that could have been easier is if he stayed further left, would have been even closer. But again, just all those compounded mistakes. Missing the apex a bit here made him a bit further back, then pulling out a bit wide at that left-hander made him a bit further back, and then not committing to this corner by not braking deep enough resulted in this car cutting him off, and he had to slow up a lot for this apex here. And then he still got stuck behind those cars and he had to pass him again, losing a bit more time. So yeah, I just wanted to explain what we could have done better there. Obviously, no contact, but just losing time through that sequence. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm going at there, and hope that was useful. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.